Hello once again, Shaker Heights varsity hockey fans, and welcome here to the Kent State Ice Arena where your Red Raiders are getting set to face off against the Menor Cardinals. Now, the Red Raiders have met these Menor Cardinals 3 times during the season, but they were all tournament games. The first time these two teams met, it was the very beginning of the season, the Rocky River Tournament. You may remember that from November 19th, where the Red Raiders beat these Cardinals 3-1. They then later met early in December. 2-1 was your final. The Red Raiders also winning that as a part of the Thornton Park tournament, that host Red Raider tournament. And then Shaker faced off against them once more. That, unfortunately, was a 3-1 loss in the Greg Shoup Memorial Tournament hosted by Walsh Jesuit at the Brunswick Auto Mart Arena. Now, entering into today, the Red Raiders are ranked 12th in the OHSAA state rankings. That is one higher than where they were in the last game. Menor, however, has also moved up into number 20 due to Northview being upset. They moved all the way back from 18, I believe, all the way back to 21. So Menor move forward into the 20 spot. Shaker over at number 12. And Shaker is coming off of a big victory against the Orange Lions. Was it expected? Yes, but it's still notable. 10-0 was your final. No third period was played. They mercied them through the first 2 periods. I believe for Menor it was the exact same against Nordonia. Menor beating Nordonia 11-1 was your final there. Now, for the rest of the Kent District bracket, it was University School getting set to play Walsh Jesuit. That will be on Saturday. Right after that game, it's going to be the winner of this game taking on Gilmore Academy. Gilmore just playing moments ago. They defeated Hudson. 7-1 was your final. It was a good game up until about the third period where Gilmore was really able to pull away. Now, excuse me. To get to the lines of today, it's going to be the first line for Menor is going to be A.J. Trobenter, number 27, Rowan Jakubka, who is the team captain, and then Austin Andrews. Now, the 2 wingers just mentioned, number 26, Trobenter, and Austin Andrews are the 2 guys to keep an eye out for. Now, for your Red Raiders, the first line is going to look like this. It's going to be Joey Moore on the left wing, Will Brokaw sticking in at the right spot, and, of course, at the center, it's going to be that captain, Sammy Gerber. But for now, we will continue the lines in just a moment, but right now we've got the national anthem and player introductions. We'll send you down to ice level for those player introductions. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. I will be here for the call all game long.
Good evening. Welcome to the Kent State Ice Arena in 2024 Ohio High School Athletic Association Hockey Tournament. Today's game brings together Shaker Heights Red Raiders and the Menor Cardinals. Shaker Heights will serve as the home team for today's contest. Both Shaker Heights and Menor are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct and competition. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals. Though play may be fierce at times, all in attendance are reminded that this is a game between youngsters and sporting behavior is always respected. Artificial noisemakers of any kind are prohibited. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the OHSAA. They have been selected based on their experience, expertise, and knowledge of the game, and are well qualified to perform their duties. Today's officials are Mr. Nate Wilkie and Mr. Weldon Hastings. Now, for the starting line of the visiting team, Menor Cardinals, at defense, number 9, Joe Berger. Number 45, Matt Friel. At forward, number 8, Austin Andrews. At forward, number 14, Dominic Trev. At forward, number 29, playing of our national anthem.
And after the Anthem of the Nation, we are set for some good old OHSAA postseason ice hockey. Your Red Raiders in their white and red look. On the other side of the ice, it's going to be the Menor Cardinals wearing their reds and grays. So, your Red Raiders, after meeting up around the around the net of Nico Daenerys, they now come over to the bench to get set for what should be a good ice hockey game. The seedings in this Kent district held the Red Raiders in at number 3, held Menor in at 4, so it doesn't get closer than that. So, we'll see how the Red Raiders can fare. Shaker has played these Menor Cardinals in this position over the last 2 years. They lost to Menor 2 years back, but they beat Menor in the same position just last year to send the Red Raiders over to First Energy to play US. And what a game that was as well. Taking the face-off for the Menor Cardinals is going to be Dominic Trem, the assistant captain. Taking it for the Red Raiders will be Sammy Gerber. Winning it back will be Trem. And we are underway here from the Kent State Ice Arena. Thank you very much for tuning in. Right off the face-off, Menor is going to take it into their own zone. A quick pass to the slot, but it goes nowhere. It'll go to the opposite boards and eventually carry out into the neutral zone. Now a bad turnover in the neutral zone. Brokaw sends it to Gerber. Quick strike. Goal! There we go. He scores! Big turnover in the neutral zone. Brokaw sends it Sammy Gerber's way, and he buries it in. And Shaker with the quick lead. That's one way to get your team a little amped up as we begin play. 14:38 left to go in the first, 22 seconds in. How about that? What a start. So the second forward line's already coming back out. The first line's done their job quite efficiently to start us off. And we'll see if this momentum can hold. In the neutral zone, it's Menor trying to move it forward. Benincasa uses his body to say no thank you and send it back into the Menor zone. Shaker playing a bit aggressively quick. They're just getting really up close to these Menor players, pressuring them to get the puck out early, make these difficult passes early. We'll see if they stick to that game plan. I know one of the game plans going into today was Shaker wanted to play a bit more physical because they knew from previous film, I would assume from the Menor Cardinals, is that physicality is really not their game, and they really cannot take that physical pressure. Here's Connor Mayhew working his way in. He'll drop it back to Lenahan. He'll take a shot. He scored in that game against Menor last season in this spot, this district quarterfinal position. 13:44 left to go. The stick save sends it up and into the netting, and we have a face-off upcoming in that Menor defensive zone. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum here with the call from Kent State. 1-0 already your score. The third line of offense is now out. Ian Hunter, Ryan Kiltz, and Aiden Salmon. Ian Hunter fights his way to the puck, but eventually it'll be turned over to number 9, the defenseman Joe Berger, also an assistant captain for this Menor Cardinals team. Off the glass. Can Menor clear it? Yes, they can. Shaker tries to dump it right back where it came from, but they'll get called for a hand pass. Battling in at the line was number 11, Nick Biondolio. Good effort by him, and eventually it did lead to that hand pass. Since it was a hand pass, Shaker's going to need to take this face-off all the way back in their own zone with 13:25 left to go in the first. Once again, they have that 1-goal cushion early. You just want to keep that cushion, maybe build your lead a little bit more after the quick strike. Here's Quentin Garnett holding it behind the net of Nico Daenerys. He'll send this up to Aiden Salmon. It's right off his stick. It'll carry all the way down the ice. He was behind the red line of center ice. That'll mean it is an icing on the play. Only 9 seconds off the clock. 13:16 left to go in the first. Sammy Gerber back out to take this face-off with his first line of forwards. On defense, it's Jonathan Kalergis and Ben Nkasa. That's the second line of defense. This will be worked out of the zone. The referee calling it a delayed offside, so Menor's going to need to touch up in the neutral zone. They do just that, and now they've begun pressure. That pass goes right off the stick of Ben Nkasa, but it'll carry out, much to the chagrin of that one Menor Cardinal that was there at the point, attempting to keep it in. Menor sends it back. It'll carry into the corner. Menor's just trying to center it, unable to so far. Ben Nkasa works this to Brokaw. Brokaw, his pass goes right to a Cardinal once more. They'll work it behind the net, sending it around the boards, and eventually to the point. That shot taken, but a good save by Nico Daenerys. That shot, that time from number 6, Nathan Andre. 12:32 left to go in the first. Shaker up 1-0. The second line of forwards is back out. That means the freshman Arth, that means the sophomore Connor Mayhew, and the junior Ryan Lenahan. Freshman, sophomore, junior. On defense, we've got that first line. It's Quentin Garnett and Cole Richard, the senior and freshman. In the neutral zone, number 26 will skate around the other 26, Ryan Lenahan. Now he's taken down to the ice before he can really work his way to the crease. Good rush by A.J. Trobenner, who was one of those key players that the Red Raiders were told to look out for. It was both A.J. Trobenner, number 26. He's a lefty. Also a lefty is number 8, Austin Andrews for this Menor team. No good rebound was grabbed off of that save from Ryan Wilkinson there. But both of those two players apparently really good, and they really carry this Cardinal team well. This one is blown dead. We're going to get a whistle. Face-off will be just outside the blue line of the Menor zone. Taking this is going to be Ryan Kiltz. To his left, it's Ian Hunter. To his right, it's Sebi Juan. He's in for Aiden Salmon. Aiden Salmon and Sebi Juan have been changed all throughout the season. They have been switched all throughout, every which way. And no different here. Aiden Salmon and Sebi Juan more than likely going to share that time equally today once again. 11.5 left to go. We play on along the boards. Up to the point we go. Number 6 rips a shot, and that's blocked once again. Nathan Andre was looking to get it through the traffic. Unfortunately for him, it does not turn out that way. Ben Nkasa off the boards. Looks for Ian Hunter. He's got 1 goal this year, but it came from a good tip-in against Gilmore before the season concluded. It was a great goal from Ian Hunter with a lovely celebration to follow. Taking this face-off will be Sammy Gerber. He's back out with the first line of forwards. There's a shot, and it's blocked. Out in front, I believe that was number 29, Joey Mackey. In the neutral zone, Will Brokaw takes it back. That's what he does best. He's good at creating these turnovers in the neutral zone. We've seen it all year. Just under 11 minutes left to go. We play on at the point, not able to keep it in. Excuse me. He is able to keep it in. Quentin Garnett with a good second effort to just barely keep it over the blue line. And so Shaker still has control over it in their O zone. Joey Moore with a booming hit gets it to Brokaw. Here's a good chance. Taking the shot and a good blocker save from Ryan Wilkinson. That escalated quickly. Taking this face off for the Red Raiders should be Connor Mayhew, as he is back out with the second line of forwards. Taking it up against him is going to be number 17, Hayden Valence. And Mayhew wins this one back. It will escape the zone as it was wide of Jonathan Kalergis, his defenseman, out with his co-defenseman, Andy Benincasa. Mayhew keeps this in Shaker control. It'll bounce its way over to Andy Benincasa. He'll rip the shot. It'll be wide left of that left post. This will once again clear the zone. Mayhew pokes this one at Jonathan Kalergis. Kalergis tried to dump it further into the Menor zone. Just not able to work out his way. Menor sends it instead into their O zone. Just under 10 minutes left to go. That shot goes wide. Will it clear the zone? Yes, it will. Number 6 could not get there in time. Nathan Andre, we've called his number a lot. We'll see if he is a playmaker here today. 9:45 left to go here in the first. Behind the net of Nico Daenerys, there's 2 Raiders up against 2 Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to win the battle of strength behind the net and get the puck back in their possession. That centering pass goes nowhere. Connor Mayhew takes it. It's a 2-on-2 rush if they hurry. Mayhew works around one man, can't work around the other man, number 9, Joe Berger. And how about that hit? Trying to lay a hit as well was Aiden Salmon, but now it seems as though there is a man down, and it's on the Red Raider side. Slow to get up here, number 6, Connor Mayhew. He will get back up and work his way back to the bench. Face-off going to be taken in the neutral zone, center dot. We'll see how Mayhew's able to rebound after that big physical play in the corner. Hopefully he'll be back in at 100%. Here's Ian Hunter working his way in, taking the shot, and a good 5-hole save that time. Aiden Salmon pressured behind the net. He has to get it out. Number 9 takes it from Enter, but he cannot clear it. Around the boards we go. Cole Richard moves it right back along the boards. It's Aiden Salmon out with Ryan Kiltz and Ian Hunter. Here's a good rush the other way. That shot is blocked by Quentin Garnett in the shooting lane. The shot from Nick Biondillo. Here's Aiden Salmon sending this cross ice. It'll first go to Joe Berger, the assistant captain, the defenseman of this Menor team. A harsh stop will send Ian Hunter off the play, and he'll be able to clear it. But Cole Richard going to send it right back where it came from, into that Menor defensive zone. Along the boards, who's going to take it? Almost Will Brokaw. Eventually it'll bounce its way to Sammy Gerber, however. He'll take a shot. It's tipped. It'll go wide and into possession of Menor, but still they are struggling to clear it. Really, this possession has been all Red Raiders so far. Menor has only been able to muster up a couple rushes on offense, but now it seems as though we have a penalty assessed here, and it looks like it's going to be a hooking minor penalty on Sammy Gerber. He was going on the back check, trying to get to the puck. Unfortunately, he had his stick interfering with the man in front of him. 2 minutes of penalty kill time coming your way for the Red Raiders. 8:10 left to go in the first. We'll see. Shaker's had some short-handed goals throughout the season. We'll see if this can be one of them. But at the same time, you got to play it cautious, of course. You're still down one man. Along the boards, it's taken over by number 26, A.J. Trebento. Back to Trebento at the point. And he's just going to wrap this around off the backhand. Cole Richards is going to be the first man to get there. Can he clear the zone? No, it's kept in by 34. That shot tipped, and a secondary chance will get through the traffic that time around, but it's just off target. Number 34 sending this around. James Milas back with it at the point, this time able to keep it in once more, but that unlucky bounce will go right to Brokaw in the slot. He'll dump this one down. The rest of his team is going to get some changes. Brokaw, however, the lone man to stay out. Ryan Lenahan, Andy Benincasa, Jonathan Kaler, just the 3 men to join him in replacement. Here it's number 26, A.J. Trebenter. Apparently he's got good hands per the report that the Red Raiders sent out through their team to get them knowledgeable about the playmakers of this Cardinal team. So we'll see if that knowledge helps them throughout this game. There, a physical play from Jonathan Kaler, just sending him off the puck. Unfortunately, of course, Shaker's still down a man, so they'll have a Cardinal get there first in the corner. Menor with possession into the corner. It's with number 29, Joe Mackey. Joe Mackey tries to send this into the corner, back to 27. No can do. Will Brokaw works to poke it away and all the way down the ice. Half a minute left to go here in penalty time. 6:35 left to go in period number 1. We'll see what rush Menor has here. There, a poke attempt from Colin Arth goes nowhere. Menor's able to get the shot away, but a good save from Nico Daenerys. Will this clear the zone? Yes, indeed it will, all the way back to Matt Friel in the neutral zone. He got the start here today on the defensive side for the Menor Cardinals. Here, this dump-in will go all the way around the boards. Quentin Garnett trying to clear it. No can do. Connor Mayhew is back in. He'll start a rush of his own once more. He'll take the shot. That is tipped by a stick in the shooting lane, and it'll end up into the netting and out of play. 6:02 left to go here in the first period. Shaker has successfully killed off that hooking penalty of Sammy Gerber. On defense here, Quentin Garnett, Cole Richard. The forward trio is going to be Lowell Rich, Connor Mayhew, and Colin Arth. So Lowell Rich taking that spot of Ryan Lenahan, more than likely because Ryan Lenahan was on a lot of those penalty kill minutes. There, a wraparound try from Lowell Rich. Unfortunately, Ryan Wilkinson hugging that right post is going to be able to make the save. His right post, our left post. First line of forwards back out. Will Brokaw, Joey Moore, and Sammy Gerber. Sammy Gerber, of course, fresh off of that 2-minute minor penalty. On defense, the first line remains. Here, back to Garnett. That shot taken. He was looking 5-hole, but a good save from Wilkinson. Will dump it into the corner. That centering pass goes to Cole Richard. He'll take the shot. Rebound chance. It's still loose in front of the crease, but Wilkinson will dive on it, making the save, freezing the puck, and we've got an upcoming face-off in the Red Raider O-Zone. Good chance there for the Red Raiders to maybe double their lead. Unfortunately, not able to do just that. 5:39 left to go here in the first period of play. Shaker still up by 1. This face-off taken over by Shaker. Kaler just can't keep it inside of the zone. Shaker needs to touch up in the neutral zone. That they do, so now they're back on the rush for the puck in their O-zone. Good keep in that time by Ben Casa, but as he was looking to wrap it around the boards, no can do. Here's a good rush. Number 26 on the rush. Trobenner centers it into the slot. Poked away. Good work, Connor Mayhew. Does he have a rush? Oh, good poke. As number 9, Joe Berger, was falling down to the ice, just able to make a second effort, poke it away from Mayhew. That ended the rush early. 5 minutes left to go here in the first. 1-0 your score. Shaker leads it. Here it's going to be number 11, taking it up the far side wing. Up against Sebi Juan in a physical battle along the boards. Kaler just joins the play. He's going to win it for the Red Raiders. He can't clear it, however. That shot by number 45, Ryan Lenahan, dives down to the ice to try and block the shot. Unfortunately, number 45 shot just a bit too elevated, and Matt Friel shot was saved by Nico Daenerys. Here's Sebi Juan on the rush. He'll get it to Mayhew. He's up against 3 Cardinals, and he can't split all 3 of them to make a rush all on his own. It'll end pretty quickly in the neutral zone. 4:20 left to go in the first. That pass will reach Sebi Juan. Good pass that time from the defenseman. And now, that clearing attempt goes right into the Cardinal bench. Not exactly something you like to see if you are a Menor fan, but there you go. So the face-off is going to be in the Menor zone. Luckily, no one seems to be hurt on that Menor bench. Hopefully that holds up. Sammy Gerber looking to take this face-off for the Red Raiders. However, winning it will be the Cardinals' number 14. Dominic Tren, the assistant captain. In the corner there, a big physical play from Will Brokaw, looking to get the puck back, and eventually he does just that. Centering pass goes nowhere, but Quentin Garnett at the blue line just able to keep it in. Now there's a good chance for Will Brokaw. How does he make that save? Great job by Ryan Wilkinson. It's still in the slot. Can Menor clear it this time? It looks like they're going to on the rush from number 8, Austin Andrews. He's poked away. His number 1 skill is his speed, so we'll see if he can use that to create any good quick rushes here today. 3.5 left to go in the first in the corner. It'll bounce its way to number 34, James Mellis. Now Quentin Garnett with a shot. It's blocked. Joey Moore, unfortunately, can't keep it in, so Shaker's going to need to exit to the neutral zone. Quentin Garnett dumps it back in to their O zone and hops off for a change. It looks like Shaker's going to go with a whole fresh look of 5 out on the ice. The defensive pairing here going to be Braden White and Andy Benincasa. The forward line is going to be Ian Hunter, Ryan Kiltz, and Aiden Salmon. Here's a good rush. Number 26 looking for the shot. Benner shot is saved right at the crest of Nico Daenerys. And with just under 3 minutes left to go in the first, this has kept a 1-goal lead for Shaker Heights. Taking this face-off will be Ryan Lenahan. Number 26 against 26. He's up against A.J. Benner. And both forwards tied up off the draw. It looks like Shaker will come out with a bit of reinforcements aiding. Here's a good chance. Mayhew with the shot and a good glove save. Ryan Wilkinson once more keeping his team in it. He's faced plenty of shots here in the first period, especially compared to Nico Daenerys. But he's holding his own, keeping it within reach. Connor Mayhew taking this face-off for Shaker. Winning it will be Menor. Behind the net, that pass poked away by Arth. Good work from the freshman, but eventually Menor almost able to clear it along the blue line. Shaker just able to keep it in. That pass goes awry. It'll go all the way back to Garnett in zone. The captain sends it up to the freshman Arth. Arth leaves it to Lenahan. Here comes the rush. On the near wing, Lenahan takes the shot. Rebound chance, Quentin Garnett, and he buries it. There's a goal from the defenseman, the captain, Quentin Garnett, and he will double this Red Raider lead with 2:16 left to go in the first. 2-0 is your score. Shaker on top here in the district quarterfinal. Shaker playing with a lot of pep in their step here today. Sometimes what happens between teams that have to face off against an Orange High School or an Nordonia, where it just seems to be an easy win, an effortless win, a team that won will just seem to lay off a bit. Luckily, Shaker's not doing that at all. 2 goals here in the first, and we'll see if they can just hang on to that first intermission. In the corner, it's with Menor. Can they clear it out? Brokaw says no thank you. With a good poke check and some good stick handling, he'll work around number 2 of the Menor Cardinals. And eventually, Shaker's still able to keep it. Now to Kalergis. Kalergis with a shot. Would have gone wide, but a blocker save regardless, that time from Ryan Wilkinson. Behind the net, Sammy Gerber is going to get it as Brokaw's tied up along the boards. And now that pass is tipped. It'll go wide into the neutral zone. Here's a good rush. This time it's with number 11. It's poked away. Good back check from Benincasa. Kalergis, his co-defenseman as well. The 2 defensemen get the job done. 1:10 left to go in the first. 10-0 is your score. Shaker leads it. This one very much elevated off the glass. And Menor tries to dump it into the Shaker zone. In doing so, they'll dump it into the Shaker bench. And obviously you can't play it off of that. We'll get the whistle. The face-off will be in the neutral zone. Taking the face-off for Shaker will be Ryan Lenahan. Taking it for the Cardinals is going to be number 14, Dominic Tren. Here, that just barely got through Cole Richard. Here's a good chance, centering it over, and that couldn't get through the traffic setup in front of the crease. Into the corner we go, 45 seconds left to go in the first. We'll go to Quentin Garnett. That pass from Cole Richard, that pass from Quentin Garnett will be out of reach of Connor Mayhew all the way down the ice. We will get the icing. So the face-off will be all the way back in Red Raider territory. 35 seconds left to go in the first. 2-0 your score. The Red Raiders lead it. Taking this face-off for Shaker is going to be Will Brokaw. He's up against Trem. And Trem tied up off the face-off. Number 29 looking for the shot. Instead, it's blocked. And so Shaker's going to get possession right back. They'll dump this one down the ice. It hit the stick of number 34, James Mellis. And because it hit the senior, icing is waved off. That shot from Will Brokaw is blocked. Here's another rush for Menor, looking to get one final goal, if they can, here in the first period, to maybe get a little bit of momentum into the locker room. Brokaw holds this along the boards. Great poke check there by Andy Benincasa, swooping into the slot. And with that good defensive effort, that'll take the Red Raiders in with a comfortable lead to the first intermission. The Red Raiders up 2-0 after the first frame of 15. Goals coming from Quentin Garnett. He got the second one. And we'll recap you on that whole first period when we come back for the start of the second. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum here with the call. We will be back for the second period and for the recap of the first. Hello, Shaker Heights varsity hockey fans, and welcome back to the Kent State Ice Arena, home of the Golden Flashes ice hockey program. Now, your Red Raiders are going into the second period in a pretty good spot. They are up by 2. They got a goal from Sammy Gerber, set up by Will Brokaw, only 22 seconds in. Then later into that period, we got a goal from the defenseman, Quentin Garnett. I believe that goal came off of a rebound from an original shot. I believe it was from Ryan Lenahan to make that initial shot. Now, your Red Raiders with Nico Daenerys in net have not faced a lot of shots. So Nico Daenerys has not faced a lot of shots, which normally, if Shaker wins faceoffs or they win the shot count, they typically are in a good position to win. That's just what we've seen from the statistics all throughout the year. Not too many games in which Shaker has lost both of those departments and won the game. So we'll see if that keeps up. A lot of momentum in Shaker's way. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead as we go in to the second frame of 15 minutes. Thank you very much for tuning in, and my name is Vaughn Ullum. We'll send you down to ice level. I am here with the call. So far, we have seen Mentor's A.J. Trobenner, the lefty from Euclid, clearly being the number one player on this Cardinal team. We'll see if that holds up, see if he can be a goal scorer for the Cardinals here in this second period. But we will see. Mentor really not able to get too many rushes going, and that has just been their offensive strike so far. Haven't been able to set up, so they've been limited to only the few rushes that they've had down the ice into the Shaker defensive zone. Unfortunately, that number has been limited as well. Not too many of those rushes. So the puck is dropped. We are underway. Along the boards, Mentor is going to take it out of their zone with a pass up to number 29, Mackey. Mackey is poked away from Joey Moore, pokes it back to the neutral zone. Picking it up here is going to be number 24, I do believe, of the Mentor Cardinals. Or excuse me, number 34, James Mellis. Along the boards, it's back with the Red Raiders. Quentin Garnett's going to go cross-ice to Brokaw. Brokaw dangles around one man, sticks with it, flips this one up to Sammy Gerber, snatches it out of the area, was looking to Joey Moore. Moore was already halfway off the ice as Connor Mayhew is in as replacement. Lenahan out as well. Brokaw, the only first-line forward that is still out. He'll make his way to the bench now, however, as he dumps it into that Shaker O zone. Here, a lucky bounce will make its way right into the crease of Ryan Wilkinson. We will get a face-off in Wilkinson's defensive zone. Shaker, once again, back to it with that little bit of momentum. Of course, they didn't exactly score in the first 22 seconds like they did in the first period. But still, their momentum carrying in from the first period is key. We'll see who gets the first strike of the second, if there are any. This cross-ice feed goes to number 27. He's working his way up the near side wing. Tried to dangle around Benincasa. Benincasa uses the body, playing the man. He will not let that one happen. Number 27, Rowan Jakubka, the captain of this Mentor Cardinal team, was looking for the rush through Andy Benincasa. Around the boards we go. Taking the puck is going to be Trobenner. He's held up by Benincasa and eventually thrown down to the ice. No call was given there. Now Lenahan has it in the neutral zone. It's a 2v2 rush. Lenahan works around one defenseman. Now tries to drop it back. Nothing doing. And now it seems like we've got a penalty being assessed on that number 26, A.J. Trobenner. And that is a rough guy to lose for 2 minutes. Of course, defense is your key here on a 2-minute penalty kill, but still you don't want to lose your best forward throughout this penalty kill. For example, if Shaker was to lose Brokaw for 2 minutes, they're in a rough situation typically. That shot was blocked. I believe it might have hit Benincasa out in front. Benincasa keeps this in to Will Brokaw, looking for the shot. He'll skate his way in, taking the shot, and I believe that was blocked in front that time by number 6, Nathan Andre. Mentor's going to get the chance to clear this one out on a rush up the far side wing. That centering feed's blocked. It'll go right back to Brokaw. Here's a good rush for Joey Moore, and oh, that'll be just barely offsides. 12:41 left to go in the second. The faceoff will be outside the Mentor Cardinals zone blue line. 90 seconds left to go of Menor penalty time. Taking this face-off will be Lenahan. To the left, it's Hunter. To the right, it is Connor Mayhew. On defense, we've got Kalergis and Richard. This is dumped forward on net, counted as a shot on goal. It's going to be Cole Richard taking it off the save, sending it over to Kalergis. Kalergis up to Lenahan in the neutral zone. And he's going to take a little skate around with it, scanning his options in front of him. He'll just flip this one up. He was looking to Cole Richard, who's bumped off the play. No icing going on here. It's waved off. A minute left to go in penalty time. Cole Richard couldn't get there quick enough to keep this inside the blue line. Shaker's going to drop back into their own zone. Connor Mayhew, poke check away from. It'll find its way to Lenahan. Lenahan goes cross ice to Cole Richard. Richard skating up the near side wing. He'll move around one man. That's number 27, Jakubka. And there a shot is saved as it's thrown into the near side boards. That's safe from Ryan Wilkinson. Kalergis there. Can't keep it inside of the point. 30 seconds left to go of penalty time. Connor Mayhew into his defensive side corner to the left side of Nico Daenerys. It's going to be Mayhew. Maybe he'll go coast to coast here. He's going from one side to the other, taking the shot, and a good rebound chance for Benincasa. Will he take a shot? Another rebound chance. Lenahan, it's blocked. Cole Richard with a chance, and that goes wide. 10 seconds left to go on Red Raider power play. That pass to the slot. No one is home. Menor has another chance to clear it out. They'll take it, and here we go. Now it looks as though a physical play down on the Red Raiders side of the ice. No calls were assessed, but clearly some of the Cardinal coaches were a bit heated that there was no call. Brokaw sends this one around the boards. Not sure if that was his intent, but it's what happens. Just under 11 minutes left to go in the second. This will travel cross ice to number 26, Tro Benner. He'll wrap it around the boards with strength. It'll get over to Cole Richard quickly on the opposite boards. Joey Moore trying to clear it out with the help of the man along the point, Sammy Gerber. Sammy Gerber had that goal with 22 seconds into the game. It was a quick strike, a good setup as well from Will Brokaw to intercept it in the neutral zone early on. Here's Sammy Gerber and Brokaw on the rush. Cole Richard follows as well, creating a 3-on-2 chance. Sammy Gerber bumped off the play. Good physical play from that defenseman right in front of him. Now skating it up the far side wing, Joey Moore takes it away. He'll move this one forward into the Menor zone. Physical battle along the boards. Two Raiders, two Cardinals. The Cardinals are able to get the stick on it first and eventually clear it outside of their zone. Under 10 minutes left to go now in the second frame. Far side wing. It's going to be Menor on the rush. And that should be offsides. We will get the whistle. That'll end the rush before it really gets started. Nathan Andre, the freshman, just a bit too ambitious as his team was already inside of the zone. He's going to argue his case with the man in stripes. Unfortunately, the man in stripes saw what he saw. He called what he called. And we are back to the action. Jonathan Kalergis wraps this one around the boards. He'll be kept in at the point. That shot, a great tip out in front of the crease. And Menor cuts the Red Raider deficit in half. That goal tipped in from the initial shot of the point. The goal coming from Bobby Ivankic. And there you go. The Red Raiders' lead is cut down to 1. They still have a lead, so that's something you can be grateful for, but not exactly where you want to be. Shaker's momentum has died down a lot since that intermission. First line forwards are back out. First line defensemen are back out as well. Cole Richard wraps this one around the boards, finding number 24, Joey Moore. Moore to the captain, Sammy Gerber. He's held up along the boards, so it's just sent cross ice. Here's a good rush. Brokaw working his way into the crease. That shot, looking for the tip out in front, was Will Brokaw, but the shot just goes a bit wide of his stick. 9-10 left to go here in the second. 2-1 your score. The Red Raiders lead it. Here's Brokaw taking it from the point. He's tripped up. No call, surprisingly enough. Menor's going to take it along the blue line, clearing the zone. is going to be Trabenta, number 26, working it into the slot in. That shot just a bit too elevated off the glass behind the net of Nico Daenerys. And that time, another good save from Daenerys as a secondary chance got off the stick of Trabenta. Now into the corner. 2 Raiders, 1 Cardinal. A second Cardinal will now join, but the Red Raiders are going to win it anyway. Sammy Gerber skating it up the near side wing. He's just going to take a low percentage shot. An easy glove save there from Ryan Wilkinson. And now behind the net, Cole Richard trying to play a physical battle behind the net. Trying to get that puck possession back. Unfortunately not able to do so. Menor takes it, dumps it into the Shakers zone, and Lenahan holds it by the blue line. Now up to Ian Hunter. Here's a good rush with Ian Hunter. Sebi Juan working his way to the front of the crease. Unfortunately, Ian Hunter could not get a pass away as he was pressured behind the net. Now here's a good chance up against Benincasa, and Benincasa only. That shot! And I believe that hit the post. Low percentage as he was going up against the goal line. And the shot did not go in. So behind the net, it's going to be Ryan Kiltz and Ian Hunter. They're both bumped off the play, and it's Menor back with it on the rush. 1 goal can tie this thing up in the blink of an eye. 7:40 left to go in the second period of the sport. This is cleared out of the Red Raider defensive zone. Back to Menor. Can they get a rush going? They cannot as that pass goes awry. The intended target, Dominic Trem. Instead, it'll go to the other number 14 on the ice, Andy Benincasa. He'll clear it out of the zone. Currently, the forwards are Juan, Kilt, and Mayhew. Benincasa behind the net's going to poke this one up to Juan. Juan under pressure by another Menor forward, and so now along the boards, it's a 2v2, now a 3v2 advantage. Red Raiders, 3 Raiders, 2 Cardinals. Who's going to come out with it? Eventually, Benincasa trying to poke it away. Now it'll just become a 2v2 once again along the corner boards. Now to the point. That shot was, I believe, whiffed upon. The shot that time coming from Jonathan Mellis. And now that shot goes wide. It'll escape to the other point for number 6, Nathan Andre. And Menor with some good chances here through the midway point of the second period. Benincasa dumps this one forward. He was looking to Mayhew. It's out of his reach. It'll end up as an icing called on your Red Raiders. Face-off will be all the way back to their zone to the right side of where your camera lies. Lenahan, Mayhew, and Arth make up the forward line number 2. The defensive pairing number 1 is going to be Cole Richard, the freshman, and the senior Quentin Garnett. There, shot right off the face-off. He was by the goal line, so a really small window to fit it in past Nico Daenerys. He's not able to do so. Granted, he doesn't exactly hit the net either. Connor Mayhew sends this up to the freshman Arth. He's bumped away by number 45, Matt Friel. Good physical play to just end the rush before he really gets inside of the blue line and makes anything happen. Here's Quentin Garnett back into the Red Raider defensive zone. Up to Arth. Arth will not pass this one over to Ryan Lenahan. He'll work his way in, taking the shot. It's tipped away from him. And now a big hit into the corner. He'll get back up and join the play, but we'll see how much longer he's out there. Under 6 minutes left to go in the second period. Shaker up 2-1. Menor with the only goal this second period. Here's number 7 on the rush, working around Quentin Garnett, and a good stick lift got the puck even further away from him than anticipated. Anthony Berger was that number 7 on the rush. Here, it's going to go to the defenseman, Cole Richard. Centered that one over to Connor Mayhew, and unfortunately a stick in the lane ended the threat. 5.5 to go in the second. Here's a 2-on-2 rush, 3-on-2 if they hurry, advantage Menor. Fortunately, they didn't hurry. In the neutral zone, back to Shaker. Jonathan Kaler just wraps this one around the boards as he moves forward ahead of the red line of center ice, avoiding the icing. That shot from Joey Moore from the point. It's blocked by a hand of a Cardinal. Now a centering feed. They were looking that time to Brokaw. He'll fall down to the ice, taking the shot. Now it's a 2-on-2 rush the other way. It'll become a 1-on-2 as one man goes to the bench. He's set over by the boards as he was pressured to get a shot, but he didn't want to take a shot as more than likely wasn't going in. Benincasa wraps this one around the boards. It'll find the other number 14 on the ice, Dominic Trem, the assistant captain. That shot goes wide. It's a good pass from the slot. From behind the net was the pass. And that's always dangerous because you never know what the reaction of Nico Daenerys or any goaltender might be when they don't know where it's coming from. Shaker on the icing there with 4.5 left to go in the second. Shaker still up, but only by 1. They entered into the period up by 2. Ian Hunter, Aiden Salmon, Ryan Kiltz. That's the third line of forwards. On defense, it's going to be Cole Richard and Quentin Garnett, that first line of defense. You typically want to pair those better lines of defense with the forward lines. Here, a delayed penalty. Ian Hunter has it behind the net, and here we go. Menor touches up, and now we've got a cross-checking penalty called on who will it be? It'll be number 24, Bobby Ivankic. He's the one goal scorer for Menor, so it'll probably hurt as he is off the ice for the next 2 minutes. But now the Red Raiders are back. 4:17 left to go in the second. Joey Moore takes it off the faceoff, gets it to Quentin Garnett up at the blue line, now to Brokaw. Does he have a lane to shoot? He doesn't. He centers it to Sammy Gerber. Rebound chance and a good save. I believe it was tipped wide as well. Quentin Garnett with another shot. Lenahan couldn't get a rebound. 4 minutes left to go in the second. Can Garnett keep this inside of the blue line? Yes, he can. Can he continue to keep it inside of the blue line? Well, with the help of Brokaw, yes. Joey Moore centering it to Gerber. Gerber with the shot, and that was blocked by a Cardinal in the shooting lane. Men are going to dump this one down the ice and get a couple changes. Quentin Garnett going to pick it up in the Red Raider defensive zone. He'll drop it to Gerber. Gerber to Moore. Moore skates it up along the blue line. Now he'll drop it to Brokaw. Brokaw skating it through the neutral zone. He'll move around one man, number 29, trying to move around another. No can do. He'll take it over to the near side boards, and now Quentin Garnett loses it. Here's a good short-handed rush. Number 29 taken down to the ice, and surprisingly, no penalty is called. Then the Menor fans are furious after that one. The referee shaking his head right after the play, saying, no, that was perfectly clean. Oh, an awkward bounce off the boards. Go to Joey Moore, and the shot is wide. 3 minutes left to go in the second, 40 seconds left to go of penalty time. This is dumped down the ice. That'll kill a couple more seconds off. Cole Richard behind the net goes to Joey Moore. Moore wraps it back around to Richard. And now a bit of a physical play in the corner, and now it seems like they're going to nab Joey Moore on a penalty. He was definitely the leader in penalty minutes earlier in the season. Not sure that's changed. Here, he'll get a penalty, so both number 24s are in the box for each team as Joey Moore heads to the box for 2. Completely off the puck there, Joey Moore playing the man. And I guess he just got tangled with him a bit too much. That'll take us to a 4-on-4 ice hockey period for the next 20 seconds now. That shot is blocked. It'll escape to the neutral zone. Number 26, A.J. Trobenner, holds it. Once again, he's one of the key players on this Menor team. We'll see if he's able to score it, maybe tie it up for this Red Raiders squad. However, the penalty kill for the Red Raiders this season has proven very successful. We'll see if they can just get one more penalty kill here. That would mean a lot. Here's Connor Mayhew moving it forward, even though it is now 5-on-4. That shot by Mayhew is blocked with the the blocker of Ryan Wilkinson, but now it's Menor on the rush. 3-on-2. Number 27, Jakubka, taken off the puck that time by Benincasa. Looks like he might have a holding here. Around the boards. Menor still holds it. It'll be a 5-on-3 now, as this is now blown dead. And yeah, Benincasa knew he is the man heading to the box. Only 1:48 left to go in the second. 1:05 of 5-on-3 coming your way. Here, the Red Raider 3 is going to be Sammy Gerber, Will Brokaw, and Quentin Garnett, up against 5 Menor Cardinals. Not ever a situation you want to be in. Head Coach Matt Bartley gets his explanation. Menor gets theirs. We are set. Right off the face-off, a good clear from Quentin Garnett, form of a slap shot. That was a hard clear all the way from the corner. 55 seconds left to go of penalty time. And now here comes Menor on the rush. 5-on-3, man advantage for the Cardinals. Here it's Trobena dropping it back to the point. Number 34, Mellis over to 6. Back to Trobena with the shot and a good save that time. Brokaw, can he clear it? No, it's kept in by Mellis. That shot by number 6 is blocked by Garnett. Still 5-on-3 for the next half minute. Here a good pass. What a kick save from Nico Daenerys. Holy cow. Back up to the blue line we go. To number 6, the defenseman Andre. Andre looking for a shot. He's got nothing open. It closes. Good effort by Sammy Gerber. Kept in at the blue line. And along the boards, here it's going to go to number 8, centering it himself. Looking for the shot that's blocked. No rebound was given up as it was poked away. Now we got 5-on-4 for the next minute. Here it's cleared out by Quentin Garnett or not. It's just barely kept in by number 8 that time. Austin Andrews, now can they clear it? Yes, they can. It'll just get by Matt Friel, the defenseman, now in the neutral zone. Quentin Garnett hops off. Cole Richard joins. Joey Moore bumps a man off the play along the blue line, clearing the zone. Now back to Andrews. Andrews centers it into the slot. No, thank you, says Joey Moore. He'll intercept it, clearing it out of the zone. 8 seconds left to go in the second period. There, a big hit into the neutral zone. No call was given to either team. And that will take us to the end of the second period. Everyone take a breather. What a conclusion to the second. And now a lot of these Red Raider parents are going to stand up and give their team a cheer. They entered into the second period up 2. Now they're only up 1, but at least they're up, right? You'd rather be up than down. And so the Red Raiders entering into the second intermission up by a score of 2-1. We will see you for the third and final period, as we will recap the first and second periods. We will also, of course, be back for the call of the final 15 minutes of ice hockey. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. 2-1 is your score. The Red Raiders leading the district quarterfinal game against the Menor Cardinals. Hello, Shaker Heights varsity hockey fans, and welcome to the third and final period of the district quarterfinal between your Red Raiders getting warmed up to my left here and the Menor Cardinals behind your camera. Now, Shaker Heights enters into this third and final period up one, but not with a lot of momentum, and that's because they got those 2 goals in the first period, but Menor was able to tack on their only goal of the game in that second period, and a weird goal it was. It did go in, and that's what matters. Nico Daenerys not able to save that out of his crease, and so because of that, it is a 1-goal game. We don't know. Overtime could be in the stars for this game. Hopefully not. Shaker should be able to hold on to this lead. Again, they've won 2 of the 3 times these 2 teams have faced off this season. We'll see if they can get the third of 4 meetings. But we'll send you down to the ice. I am live with the call. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. Let's send you down to the ice. "12 seconds of penalty to kill off for your Red Raiders as we begin this third and final period. That is with Andy Benincasa in the box. Joey Moore, Sammy Gerber, Will Brokaw. That makes up the forward 3. On defense, the only defenseman, surprisingly enough, is Quentin Garnett. More than likely, they're just going to have Andy Benincasa enter right in from the penalty box once those 12 seconds have expired. That can only be the reason as for why there's only 1 defenseman out on a 5-on-4 power play for the opposing team. Taking this face-off will be number 14, Dominic Trem, the assistant captain, up against Sammy Gerber. Trem will win this one back to his defenseman, and we are underway for the third and final period of regulation time at the district quarterfinal in Kent State. Thank you very much for tuning in. Quentin Garnett at the corner tries to work it around the boards. Unfortunately for him, it's picked up by number 8. That's tipped, but it'll go wide regardless. Benincasa tries to poke this one away. He cannot do just that. He is out of the box, of course. We're back to 5-on-5 ice hockey. 14 and a half left to go in the third. Along the boards, battle for puck possession. 2 Raiders, 2 Cardinals, and there the clearing attempt from Quentin Garnett just barely missed the bench. It was kept in play. Cleared the zone, but Menor sends it right back in where it came from. 14:20 to go in the third. 2-1 is your score. The Red Raiders lead it. Cole Richard, the freshman, goes cross ice to Joey Moore, taking it up the far side wing. Now a big slap shot, but it'll go wide. And, well, if you can't hit your target, it doesn't exactly matter. Sammy Gerber heading to the bench. It's going to be Joey Moore doing so as well. Brokaw, the last first line forward to stay out, but now he's going to head off from the neutral zone. That means Connor Mayhew, Ryan Lenahan, and Colin Arth is going to make up the second line of forwards. On defense, it's going to be Cole Richard and Jonathan Kalergis here. Number 26, A.J. Trobenner, worked around Cole Richard, but eventually he's thrown into the boards, and it looks like he is down and hurt. So we are going to get the whistle blown, and we'll see how this will develop. His teammates circling around him to see if he is all right. So far, no trainer coming out onto the ice, surprisingly enough. Still no trainer coming out onto the ice. He's still down. Now it looks like he's getting up with the help of the boards right by him. A.J. Trobenner was the man down, and that is a tough man to see down, and hopefully for Menor, not out. A.J. Trobenner, good with the hands. At least that's what the report said. Between the Shaker hockey players, they try to watch the film. They try to really scout each player out individually, see what their skills are, see what their playmaking ability is, and that number 26, A.J. Trobenner, was just really good with his stick handling. The other player that was highlighted was number 8, Austin Andrews, who had incredible speed. And of course, as we've seen today, goals from the rush are clearly what Menor is working with. They haven't had a lot of setups. Now that I'm saying that, they are going to try and set up. There, a shot and a good save from Nico Daenerys. The shot right at his chest. 13-13 left to go in the third. We'll get the face-off to the left side of Nico Daenerys. But Austin Andrews more than likely one of those helpful players on the rush. But so far, the only goal has come from number 24, Bobby Ivankic. This is taken down the ice. Will Brokaw trying to poke it forward. Unfortunately, the defenseman, James Mellis, stops the rush. 13 minutes left to go. That cross-ice feed in the Red Raiders zone to Cole Richard. Richard to Brokaw to Gerber, and we're outside of the zone. But Menner is able to pick it up in the neutral zone. That a good blocker save from Nico Daenerys. We saw his incredible kick save on the 5-on-3 to conclude the second period. An absolutely incredible show of skills that time from number 30 of your Red Raiders. That shot all the way from the all the way from the Raider side of the ice, Had a bit of difficulty getting that one out. 12:20 left to go in the third. 2-1 is your score. The Red Raiders still leading it. If Shaker loses the lead, it's tied up 2-2. Then there could be overtime. Shaker just doesn't want to get to that point. One more goal would be huge for the sake of insurance. Here's Aiden Salmon dumping it forward. Shaker touches up in the neutral zone to avoid offsides. The referee lowers his arm down, and Shaker's back in on the rush into the corner, taking it outside of the zone eventually. Here's going to be number 45, Matt Friel. The lone defenseman is on the rush for the Cardinals. Now he's going to wrap it around the boards. Of course, the high school defenseman, not exactly the best scorer that you're going to see. Ian Hunter takes a man down. It's going to be a penalty on Shaker, and that was just unfortunate to see. You knew once he was taken down to the ice that could just go either way. But Ian Hunter is in the box for two, much to the chagrin of Red Raider fans. And so we'll see what happens here. The one goal for Menner came on even strength. Good work from the Red Raiders on that 5-on-3 penalty kill for over a minute to not let anything more slip through the crease of Nico Daenerys. But 1:50 left to kill of power play time of Menner. What do they have? That rush, bad start as that pass goes awry. Menner will recover in the neutral zone. That pass tipped right to Will Brokaw, and he'll just clear it down, kill a couple more seconds off. And now, bad turnover. Sammy Gerber with the shot. And one of his defensemen flew into the crease. The man flying in was James Mellis. He went right into the goaltender, Ryan Wilkinson. So Sammy Gerber almost had a great chance for a fluky little goal. Unfortunately, just didn't work out. 10:50 left to go in the third. 1:10 left to go in the penalty. Here's a shot from number 8. Rebound chance. It's poked away to the near side boards. Taking it, it's going to be Matt Friel to the opposite post. That shot, I believe that was tipped, and it'll go wide. And clearly some frustration from the man that had the shot, A.J. Trobenner. He was the man that was down, but he is back and clearly showing some signs of frustration, because if Menner cannot get a goal in the next 10:36, their season is over. 1:01 left to go in Shaker Heights penalty kill. Here, Friel off the boards, banks it to one of his forwards. He tries to center it, just barely gets it past Connor Mayhew, but eventually Connor Mayhew with a second effort will track down Nathan Andre and poke it away. Good stuff from number 6, Connor Mayhew, the sophomore on this Red Raider squad. Jonathan Kalergis into the corner. Pokes this one over to Ryan Lenahan. Lenahan cannot clear it out efficiently. That centering feed goes nowhere. It'll go to the point. That shot is blocked. Both Ryan Lenahan and Andy Benincasa were diving in. It was Lenahan to get the shot blocked. And good stuff from your Red Raiders as they dump this one down the ice. Kill a couple more seconds off. 12 seconds left to go of penalty. Here's a good rush for number 14. Taking the shot, and it's wide. Dominic Trem, the assistant captain. That was dangerous. Just a bit more accuracy, and this one would be tied up. Now here's Matt Friel trying to split two defensemen. No can do, say Cole Richard and Quentin Garnett. Do the Red Raiders have a rush the other way? They do not. And I believe the puck flew into the Menner bench. So this one is blown dead. 9:27 left to go in the third. Shaker still up 2-1. They have not scored since that first period. We'll see if they have a little bit more pep in their step as this game nears an end. Along the near side boards, it's going to be Cole Richard ending the rush, but eventually Mena recovers, dumps it forward into the Red Raider defensive zone. Quentin Garnett holds it behind Daenerys' net. Now he'll skate it out, send it to Brokaw. Brokaw goes cross ice, and it's off the skate of Sammy Gerber. Not able to make a good setup play to Joey Moore. And can Mena clear it out? No, Brokaw keeps it in. It's tipped by a stick of a Cardinal. And it'll go awry. Menor takes it right back off the bounce and clears the zone. Brokaw dangles around one man. Can he get it back? He can. My goodness, what an effort from Will Brokaw. But unfortunately, just too many Cardinals surround him in the center of the zone. They'll poke it away. And now will they have a chance to clear it? No, Benincasa keeps it in. Good stuff from number 14 there. He'll wrap it around. This time he's looking to Sammy Gerber. He'll pick it up after the physical battle between a Cardinal, but the pass went awry. He was looking to Ryan Kiltz. Out of his reach, into the neutral zone. Menor picks it up. They'll dump it down, and now Menor's going to go and get a couple changes as well. Those are some much-needed changes as they were under fire for a while there. Ryan Lenahan into the neutral zone after being set up by Ryan Kiltz. Ryan Kiltz, Joey Moore, Ryan Lenahan make up those three forwards. On defense, it's Jonathan Kalergis and Quentin Garnett along the boards. Battle for the puck possession. There's 3 Cardinals and 2 Raiders in that area. Joey Moore sent off the play. Lenahan joining as well. Now it's poked away. Only a Cardinal defenseman is going to get there first in the form of the righty Nathan Andre. And he's going to skate it out of his zone. Why not? He'll bank it off the boards. The only man there is Quentin Garnett. But Menor will recover. Poked right back out to the neutral zone. Now it's with number 11. Bumped off the play. Number 2 will recover, taking the shot, and that'll hit off the glass behind the net of Nico Daenerys. The man on the shot was that number 2. That was dangerous. Number 2 not on my roster sheet. However, almost able to make a huge difference there. Under 7 minutes left to go here in the third. Neither team has scored here in the third and final period. They're thrown down to the ice. Connor Mayhew by the other number 6 on the ice, Andre. Good blocker save that time from Nico Daenerys. A stand-up blocker save. Ryan Kiltz dumps this one down the ice. It'll sure be an icing, but Shaker needs the player changes. 6:40 left to go in the third and final period. Shaker up 2-1. Can they hang on? That's the question that will be answered momentarily. Nico Daenerys holding his own in the crease once again. An incredible save to end the second period from Nico Daenerys on that 5-on-3 man advantage of the Menor Cardinals. It's unfortunate that Shaker had to be in that spot, committing 2 back-to-back penalties. But luckily Nico Daenerys kept the Red Raiders ahead. This will be another icing on the Red Raiders. We'll go right back where we last went, into that Red Raider defensive zone. Shout out to the fans that came here from Shaker Heights, from Shaker all the way out to Kent State. Not exactly a typical commute you're going to make for a high school hockey game, but some of these fans, some of these parents, of course, are committed to this Red Raider hockey program. Over to the opposite point. We go to Friel. Friel tries his luck at a shot. Brokaw's right in the lane. It's dumped down this time by Jonathan Kalergis. It'll be an icing once more on the Red Raiders. 6:25 left to go in the third. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum with the call. Off the face-off, the captain, Quentin Garnett, dumps this one forward right off the stick of either Ryan Lenahan or Ryan Kiltz as they were making their way into the neutral zone. It'll go to a Menor Cardinal. Let's see if they've got a good rush here. It's number 6 looking for a shot. Unfortunately for him, 2 Red Raiders sandwich him together, and he's bumped off the play. Shaker's able to clear it back out near the red line. Here it's going to be with James Mellis. Mellis dumps this one off the boards. Will it reach his intended target? Jakubka, it will not. Shaker able to get it into their O zone. It's been a minute since they've been there, at least in control of the puck in their O zone. And so now Cole Richards' stick taken away from him by another player. Cole Richards just shrugging his shoulders, wondering why there wasn't a penalty. But in the meantime, Shaker once more decides to ice the puck all the way down the ice. Just really feels like Shaker is just out of momentum that they gained. 22 seconds in, Shaker scored. It really seems like from that point forward, momentum has just slowly gone down throughout this game. A lot of gas has run out from this Red Raider team, but Joey Moore is still going to work, and he's still going to clear his zone, try to get something going. Good hustle into his O zone. He's pressuring number 45, Matt Friel, pretty well, but unfortunately Friel will win the battle, keeping possession, moving it to the neutral zone, and eventually to the Shaker zone. Wrapping this one around the boards. The pass from Kalergis will go to Brokaw. Brokaw to Gerber. Here's a good rush for the Red Raiders. Can they pop one? Gerber with the shot and a good blocker save, but Gerber takes it back. Centering feed to Joey Moore, and the shot goes wide right. Less than 5 minutes left to go here in the third and final period. Shaker still up by one, but some insurance would go a long way in the neutral zone. Benincasa pokes this one forward to Sammy Gerber. It's a good rush. He'll center it over to Brokaw, and it's a goal! Good setup from Sammy Gerber. A good rush into the slot from Will Brokaw, and that will extend the lead. It's now a 2-goal lead. 3-1 is your score. And now Shaker is in good position. But it's not over till it's over. You know Menor can give these Red Raiders a difficult time. So we'll see if the Red Raiders can close this one out. Whoever wins this one moves forward into the game on Saturday. I believe that game will be taking place at 3 p.m. against Gilmore Academy. Ryan Kiltz moves this forward to Ryan Lenahan. Lenahan with a little burst of speed there, turning on the Jets. And will he be able to get to the puck first? No, it's poked away from him, back to the defenseman of Menor. And we'll see what they can do now on the rush. Good rush developing. Number 6 with a shot on a pad. Save the shot from Nathan Andre. We've called his name a great many times here today. He's trying to make a difference. And now it'll go to number 11. He'll wrap it around the boards. Now a centering feed. He's looking for it. Nothing doing it. Now it looks like Quentin Garnett is going to have a penalty being assessed. And that's how it goes. Quentin Garnett seemed to take someone down in front of the crease of Nico Daenerys, so Quentin is going to go to the box for the next 2 minutes of game clock. So we'll see. Surprised Menor isn't taking a timeout at this point in the game, especially as now they have 2 minutes of a man advantage. They're down 2, but they'll keep it going. And right off the face-off, Sammy Gerber is going to work to clear it down. Good stuff from the senior captain to get it out of danger quickly. So Menor is going to hold it in their own zone for a minute, get everyone set up. Bad pass. Brokaw gets there first. Off the boards he goes. Can he get a shorthanded chance going? He's sent into the corner, now taken down to the ice along the boards. Now he's got a back check. Here on the rush, it's going to be number 8, Austin Andrews, looking for a chance. Can he wrap it around? No, Nico Daenerys too quick for that. Over to Trobenner. Trobenner and Andrews, the 2 men at the points. They're the 2 scorers of this team. A powerful shot and a good save from Daenerys. Now up to the point. It's with Friel. Friel off the boards, and he's not able to get any Menor Cardinals up along the boards to take it with him. Now back to Andrews. Over to 27 with a centering feed and another good save from Nico Daenerys. 2:50 to go in the third and final period. Shaker still up by 2. 55 seconds left to go of Menor Cardinal power play. Quentin Garnett still in the box, and now we'll get the timeout for the Menor Cardinals, and that means we are going to take a very, very brief break. Your Red Raiders could use the break as well. They just seem gassed, and so we will see how this one plays out. 2:50 left to go in the third and final period. Winner of this heads to the district semifinals. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Von Ullum. Shaker up by 2. 55 seconds of power play for the Menor Cardinals. And they're still on their bench. The Red Raiders have just about concluded things, so they are set. The 4 for the Red Raiders, it's going to look like this. It's going to be Will Brokaw, Sammy Gerber, the captain, the senior Will Brokaw, the senior captain, Sammy Gerber. On defense, the junior Andy Benincasa and the freshman Cole Richard. Of course, Quentin Garnett unavailable. He's the man in the box. 50 seconds left to go. 2:45 left to go in the game. Along the boards, it's going to be taken by Tro Benna. Unfortunately, that wraparound is not going to work. Nico Daenerys able to get to his left post in time, making the save, hugging that post. 30 seconds left to go of penalty time. What can Menor do? Taking up the near side wing. It's going to be number 8, Austin Andrews. He's bumped off the play. Benincasa gets there first. Now Andrews is going to be in a physical battle. And I think we've got a penalty on Menor this time around. And that's going to hurt him. That is going to hurt them a ton. They're calling the penalty. He left his feet for the hit. He's trying to hit him high, and the referee didn't like it. Benincasa's a big man. You can't really take him down easy. Austin Andrews must have realized that. Was looking for the physical play. Fortunately for him, it doesn't work out. So there's only going to be 9 seconds left on the clock after their penalty has expired. So not any favors there for any sort of comeback they're wishing to achieve. Cole Richard off the faceoff, looks for the shot. It's tipped out in front, and it'll go wide to the right. Taking it from the corner, it's going to be number 45, Friel. He's bumped off the play by the freshman, Cole Richard. And eventually Sammy Gerber swoops into the play, sends it cross ice to Quentin Garnett. And now Shaker is on the power play for the next minute 35 to Cole Richard. He'll take the shot. Looking for the tip was Joey Moore. It'll still end up off target. Behind the net, Joey Moore takes a man down. Menor tries to move it forward. They will not do so in succession. Cleared down to Will Brokaw. And you can't really, if you're the Menor Cardinals, have an empty net, because then it'll just be even. 5-on-5. Joey Moore moving it forward. Now he'll skate back to the point. And then he tried to center it after that. The lane closed up pretty quickly. Lenahan takes a man down to the ice. No call was given. Now around the boards, Quentin Garnett, the captain, sends it to his co-defenseman Cole Richard with a slap shot and a tip. But it'll be tipped up and into the netting. We are down to the final minute of this good old district quarterfinal game. Thank you very much for tuning in. Shaker with the chance to move forward to face Gilmore Academy in the semifinals on Saturday. 51 seconds left of Red Raider power play. We'll see if the Red Raiders want one more. or if they're just going to play this safe and play a bit of keep away. But Menor doesn't really have an option there in desperation mode. Here's a good rush. This time it's going to be with number 27, Jakubka. That backhand shot, an easy save, or at least it looked easy, from Nico Daenerys. 30 seconds left to go of penalty time. Into the corner, Jakubka takes it right back, centering feed, no one home. Ryan Kiltz is the man to get there first. Now he's going to skate it out of his zone, looking to send it off the backhand into the empty net now that we have on the opposite side of the ice. Big hit on Ryan Lenahan, no penalty in the neutral zone. He'll get back up quick, but still, that's worth noting. 10 seconds left to go of penalty time, 15 seconds left to go in the game. Behind the net, it's taken by Jonathan Kalergis. He'll send it over to Connor Mayhew. It's right off his skate, but he'll get the interception in the neutral zone. He'll dump it down and into the empty net. That'll move the lead up to 4, and with 5 that'll lead the lead up to 3. 4-1 is your score, and the Red Raiders have just about put the icing on the cake. So now the forwards are going to be Eamon Fury, Lowell Rich, and Ian Schneiberg. Get them the couple seconds out on the ice. Why not? Not much more time in this game. You already know you've won it. You already know the Red Raiders will be moving forward to face those GLHL rivals, Gilmore Academy. Once again, that's going to be Saturday at 3. Before that, there's going to be University School against Walsh Jesuit. So the winner of each of those 2 games will face off against each other for a spot in the OHSAA Kent District slot of the Final 4. And how about that? The Red Raiders win this one by 3. They started off getting 2 goals quickly in the first period. There was 1 goal scored by Menor in the second. Shaker able to score 2 in the third. They put this one on ice. So the Red Raiders here today were the better team. They won 2 of the 3 meetings previously. There was 1 game in November, 2 games in December. Shaker was able to win that November one. The first December one, they lost the most recent one, so there was a bit of tension entering into this game, seeing as though Menor was able to get the better of them last time they faced off. However, the Red Raiders were able to get the better. Were able to better the Cardinals here today. Menor entered into today 20th ranked in the state. Shaker was number 12. Wasn't exactly an unexpected result, but it wasn't exactly a surefire result. So the Red Raiders win this one by 3. They will move on to take on Gilmore Academy on Saturday. We will see you right back here at the Kent State University campus. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. Go Raiders. We'll see you on Saturday.